Hey YouTube, it's Patriotic Rottweiler, back with another little project on the 1910. The last time I talked about tires, I had replaced this back tire. Well, since then I've also replaced the other back tire and now both front tires. All of the tires came off of eBay and were delivered directly to my house, so that's pretty good. Even the back tires, they were delivered by FedEx and left right at my gate. The front two I got off eBay. They came as a set with the tubes, and I think they were about 150 bucks, 160 bucks, somewhere in there. And now the tractor is all set up and ready to go for another 40 years. I believe all the tires that I replaced were the originals. If you're wondering how you jack up the front end, here's how I did it. I have my regular floor jack with a 4x6 up under the front cross brace for the frame, and of course you got your jack stands for safety. I had these tires off for about 3 days because I took them to the tire shop and had them strip the old stuff off, and then brought the wheels back home and put some OSPHO, which, if you don't know what that is, hold on for a second, let me spin around. OSPHO, O-S-P-H-O. That stuff is really good for converting rust and treating the metal, basically. So I put that on, and you're supposed to let that sit for a day. And it's been really humid and raining here. There's been a hurricane out in the Gulf, so I've had to set after I treated the wheels with the OSPHO, I put them under a fan and let them dry that way. And then, so that took a day, and then another day for paint, and then that took forever. So I had the wheels back under a fan for another day to get the paint to dry. So did all that. If you don't know, the bolts that hold the wheel on are 3/4 inch, as you can see right there on my DeWalt. If you don't have one of these DeWalt's impacts, they are well worth the money, especially if you already have the battery system. So here's the other new tire for the rear. I have been using this, so that's why the wheels are now dirty as compared to the fronts. So I just kind of cleaned it up as best I could recently. Another small thing I did is this fuel hose that goes up through here next to the engine block. I put a little piece of wire hanger right there to hold the hose away from the block. And I don't know, I wasn't having any problems, but I just wanted to keep it away from the block, so that way there would be no heat transfer and anything else like that. So I just took a little piece of wire hanger and wrapped around the hose and wrapped around this bolt part right here that comes out. So that keeps that away from there. I have replaced in the past the radiator cap, because I used to get a little bit of coolant, it would come out the overflow hose. So I don't think that cap was holding pressure. This new one, I haven't had any problems since I replaced that cap. I'll put some of these part numbers and stuff in the description area below the title. And so like I said, I've replaced that radiator cap, and that was money well spent because I haven't had any other problems. I've also replaced that fuel tank cap. Now I've done those, I replaced those probably a year ago. I probably just haven't mentioned it. I replaced so much stuff on various equipment that it's hard for me to keep track of what all I've replaced unless I look at it on my Word documents that I have for each piece of equipment. So if somebody could possibly help me with this, you have this top piece right here that connects into the quick attach. Well, so every now and again, for some reason, this thing will come out of the hook. So since I already took off a piece of the wire hanger, I went ahead and wrapped the wire hanger around the bolt, or the pin that goes into the hook, and then through this bottom hole on the quick hitch. That way it will keep that on there. There's got to be a better way to do that, and I'll figure it out with something else, but for right now this will work for what I'm trying to do. Another project I need to work on is tightening and adjusting those chains for the 3-point arms. They're not adjusted right, so I really need to take them completely off, get the middle part set correctly, and then reattach them and get them attached correct, you know, where they're even on both sides. So that's about all I've done on this for now. I don't have any other major projects on it, so it might be a while before I post anything else. But for now, that is the 1910. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comment section, and subscribe or like this video if you would like.